live?
Yeah, I'm trying to set this camera up because it's moving. Why? Oh, you got this one.
I don't got. Why is it always my fault?
No, I just meant the tripod. I
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
thinking about the tripod.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is you live now?
We're live.
Guys, we're back.
We don't know why they kicked us out, but they did.
Someone was hating.
Yeah.
Which one of you was hating?
It might have been our fault.
What a hater.
Haters.
Hating.
Man, I wish we would
All right.
turn this table around.
Yeah, I gotta move this. Just a little bit. Come here.
Well, here, I'll just put the drinks over there. Wow, what can I see?
It's a lot of table going on in the picture here. We got a lot of table happening because this thing doesn't go any lower. Oh yeah, that does a little bit.
There you go.
And then I don't know. You probably want to be able to see that more.
Yeah.
Because you're blind. Because you're blind. All right, guys. What is up? What is up?
What's going on? Damn, we got 19 people in here? Holy cow. What's up, everybody? I'm not going to go down everybody's names. I'm just going to say, what's up, everybody?
Yeah.
How you guys doing tonight?
I'll be right back.
We decided to get in our PJs and do a couch party. I don't think you guys ever seen...
Oh, do you think they copyrighted me? Because I was like, welcome to the couch party.
Why?
Because isn't that a song?
I don't think
House
so.
party? Welcome to my house party.
House Party's a movie.
It's a song, too.
You got a Carhartt roll? That's awesome. These things are nice. I hope you used our link. You probably didn't, but it's okay.
Yeah.
They're nice. I'm just glad you got one.
Sorry guys, don't mind me. I'm just making you a little dizzy.
We did throw it in, though. I messed up and I didn't say it during the video. I typed it, but I didn't say it. Get your stuff together, Dirk said. We're trying,
You know what,
Dirk. We're
guys?
trying.
We never should have picked 7:15 as the time. It was just bad luck from the start. It's a weird time.
Yeah, we should have picked 7:30. We would have been right on time if we would have picked 7:30.
Yeah. All right.
I see some nice knives on the table. Do you? Oh yeah, you do. Yes, you do.
Okay, I'm back.
Yeah,
Can I have my
I
juice?
grabbed actually my Carhartt knife roll. I don't know what's in there because I always move knives around, so my knife rolls are always a little different. I got two other ones I'm thinking about doing a video on, but we'll see. Because even though I did a knife collection video not that long ago,
He said he did use our link. Woo!
awesome, that's really awesome. But even though I did a knife collection video not that long ago, your collection changes so quick. Carbonite, what's going on? Tear to cold, just got this. I guess I no longer get notifications on
Red
YouTube.
Solo.
Really,
Cup.
that sucks. Sometimes, you know what it does to
like
me
to
sometimes?
party.
Is it literally like, and I know I'm subbed to the person, I know I have the bell hit, because for the longest time I always get notifications, and out of nowhere I'll stop getting notifications, and I'll wonder, where did this person go? Why haven't they posted in a couple weeks? And then I go to their channel, and I'm unsubscribed for some reason. So I don't know if YouTube does that, or what happens, what?
He's a mother effing fortune teller. Yes, it is lemonade. Holy shit.
Cold coffee.
It's peach tea lemonade. Talica, I think I want a drawer or tabletop cabinet for my knives. Might make one. I'm a cabinet maker. That is so awesome.
You're a cabinet maker?
If cabinet makers weren't like...
I think you told me
If cabinets weren't like huge delivery, I would so say make Jared one and we would pay you because he wants one of those so bad too.
Yeah. I could technically build one myself too, but you know that one that everybody gets for like $80? I think it's like 80 or $90. That's actually a really good deal for that because that's like it's really well made. So I think I just might get one of those instead of putting in the work because I feel like the time and the work I would put in to making one and buying all the wood, and all the materials, I would wind up coming out basically the same anyways.
Don't mind me. Ah, my ankle. That really hurt. Sorry, we just got a lot of side couch going on.
Yeah, it's weird how it does that. Bag of donuts. I don't know why it does that.
What?
Like where you'll have to sub to channels that you're already subbed to. Like it's almost like it kicks you off. You'll still get notifications, but it won't say you're subbed.
What? So it's like unsubbing
you? I got some people that I get notifications on that I'm not really subbed to. It's just I watch their channel. Not like knife stuff, but other stuff.
All right.
But knife stuff, it seems like at least once a month I'm resubbing back to people that I'm already subbed to. I don't get it. Oh, Dark Gravity, that sucks.
I am hilarious.
Where are you
You're
working
right.
at?
What?
Dark Gravity. He's at work. Also, we're vape bros now. Awesome. Were you a smoker before?
I've met so many.
That's something I'm definitely glad.
I've met so
quit
many
doing.
people that stopped smoking using vapes. I guess the key is then to stop doing that too.
Yeah, that's where I gotta stop next. I do got some patches just in. So
Guys, I
can.
do actually have some stuff tonight for you, sort of. I have a couple
I don't
questions.
think so.
What?
Spirited. I'm talking Spirited. I don't think I did see it.
You
No,
guys
I
are,
didn't.
you and Spirited are literally interrupting me.
Sorry,
right
go
now.
ahead. Go ahead, sorry.
Thank you. I have some questions for you guys tonight in a little bit when we get vibe in here. I have some questions kind of to get to know you guys, not stupid ones, more like ethical questions. So I kind of just want to see how like black-hearted some of you guys are, because they're like ethical questions. So we're gonna kind of, some of them are more fun, some of them are a little more serious, you know, like stuff like, oh, if there was a burning building and there was 4 strangers and 1 family
Is that
member.
actually one of the questions?
No,
Oh.
but stuff like that, you know, like would you
Okay.
save your 1 family member like 4 strangers?
Or your dog.
Yeah, stuff like that. So some of them is just to see how like awful of people you are, and then the rest of them are kind of like more like same thing but regarding like knife stuff. So you know, yeah. So once we get, damn, there's already 38 people here.
Only
And only 9 likes.
Yeah, what the hell is going on?
It's probably.
I had that same there. Harbor Freight ones. Yeah, the Harbor Freight ones, exactly. I like that. That's the one I really want, just because it looks like it's a perfect kind of box and chest for your stuff. You know, and it's a toolbox, so you know it's durable.
If a knife closes in the forest, does it close smoothly?
Ooh, that's a good question.
I never understood like that whole tree thing. Like if a tree falls
If there's
when no one's
nobody-
around, does it make any sound?
You don't get
What?
that? You don't get it?
No.
If nobody hears it,
Then it did make sense.
Yeah,
Yeah, it did.
right, but nobody heard it though.
So hearing
I understand
and
what you're
sound
trying to say.
existing are different things.
I understand,
It's
but
the
the
dumbest shit I've ever
perspective
heard.
of sound is from us.
Nope. It's a literal wave in
I
space-time.
know, and it can be, I know, and it
in
can
the
be wave.
space-time continuum, sound exists as a thing.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying no, but that's what that means. That's where they're going with it. Is that
Yeah.
they're saying that if a human didn't, hear it, that it makes a sound.
Yeah, Spirited, that family member question, if I was gonna ask that one, I was gonna like say like it's gotta be like a family member you like. Otherwise the question doesn't really.
Yeah. Right.
You're like, oh, cousin Bill, he can burn hell.
Don't wake Billy up. He's just gonna slow us down. I got an Uncle Billy. I think it's hilarious. Great uncle, but too. Great uncle. And he is definitely an Uncle Billy, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah,
Crazy
I didn't even.
shit.
I said Uncle Bill, but I didn't even mean to say
I
it
know.
like that.
I used a Billy in one of the videos. I said something about Billy, and everybody keeps talking about Billy now. Oh, Billy.
Someone said break it out here. I can't reach you. You have longer arms. Look how
This thing is so
badly I
sweet.
did that.
I love. Listen to the sound. I love that click. It is so sweet.
Yeah. If there is no ear listening or other device receiving.
Very, very cool. I love these grinds.
What's up? Oh, pew, 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 pew.
What's up, Blade Brigade?
Coming in hot with the $4.99.
Awesome.
Shoot.
What's up, Camden? I couldn't own that Sky because I'm a user. You couldn't own that Sky. Oh, this guy? You couldn't own this guy?
You could use it though. I never
Yeah, you
understand
can
that.
use
Why
it.
wouldn't you?
Why couldn't you use it? This
You
would be
don't
a
have
good
to,
user. 2 hollow grinds? Things like a claw.
Yeah,
It'd be a good
if
user.
I had a Strider, I would use it. Now that's just me. There's certain expensive
know.
knives I'm not sure
Yeah,
on,
I
but
think
that one I would.
That's a really expensive one though. So I don't. That one's like you could get a production Strider a lot cheaper than that thing and use the hell out of it. I see. Shaker says, "I you see that Groot." I bet you
Yeah.
do. That's awesome though. I mean, man, it's definitely a more beautiful thing using your most loved knives, getting to enjoy them. Oh yeah, I'd leave my randos to die if I was a family member. Every
You read
man.
that so ass backwards
What do you
just
mean?
now.
Oh
Just the
yeah,
way you were reading it.
Why?
Oh yeah, I'd leave the randos to die if it was a family member I like. Every man for themselves.
That's why I wrote it.
You
I barely use my TVs left when I have a cancer. Yeah, I mean, I use when I think of beaters, I think of knives that like I don't like. I'll use on anything basically. But I do have knives that like I. It's not like I'll put them through shingles, right?
You,
But I'll still use the hell out of them. I'm not gonna put them through something that I could use something else for.
the Bag of Donuts said he deleted the flipper on the Biblio.
Oh, that's awesome.
And buff the
Biblio right
D10
there.
track.
That's awesome.
Butter, bro, butter.
Yeah, I
I wish ours was butter, bro, butter.
It is butter. She always acts like because she doesn't pick it up but
It's
once every
better?
6 months,
Hey,
so she doesn't
hey.
even know what it's like.
It's better, but it's not butter.
She acts like the last 3 times I've told her, "Hey, middle finger flick this because it's broken and so good." Now she goes, "Oh my god, it's gotten so smooth," and then she'll put it down, never touch it again.
You know why? Because I'll be going about my day, la la la, and I get aggressively attacked with, flick this Biblio, do it, middle
Yeah.
it, middle it,
I don't
middle
I
it.
don't do it like that.
You do.
Not.
Yes, you
No, I
do.
don't.
Yes,
Well, look
you
how smooth
sure
this thing
do.
is. Look how smooth this thing is. You can easily. I only have to use my nail. Just.
This is what you do to me.
What?
Right here, exactly what you're doing. Just look at it. Just look at it. It's. I
No,
don't
I
even have
don't.
to use.
When was the last time that happened?
Like 4 or 5 days ago.
No, it was like 3 weeks ago.
No, it
Yeah,
wasn't.
it was, and you did it perfectly.
I know. Thank you
Oh
very
my
much.
god, my boyfriend.
I believe.
You shouldn't.
Tara.
You shouldn't.
Ha ha ha. Yeah, it literally, your timeline and dates, we don't trust you on those.
Okay, how many times have you flicked it in 6 months? Let's get that. How many times in 6
I don't know.
months?
Why don't you tell
Twice?
me? Like, you don't
Twice?
even know.
Twice.
No.
Twice.
Probably about
maybe
5
3.
or 6 times.
There's no way.
Yeah.
It's not a chance. Okay. Okay.
If your house was on fire, would you grab your guns or knives? Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
I guess
would
it
have to
depends
say
on your
knives.
guns. Depends on your.
Wouldn't you say
no.
knives?
Yeah, right now I'd say knives.
Yeah, I'd say knives right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless it was like a situation where like something bad was happening out in the world. I don't know, that's kind of a weird question.
I'd pick guns though because it depends on your gun collection and knife collection, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely pick guns. But like
Both.
if you got thousands of somebody else's knives that belong to somebody else in your house, grab the knives.
At what level would Kara consider quitting barista and going full-time tuber? Well, to first answer your question, I'm not a barista. I manage the whole store, so it would take quite a bit to get me out of that because that's something I've worked towards for a very long time. So for me to completely walk away from the job that I've literally worked for like a good chunk of my life would be rough. It's a job I enjoy, not just a day job. So I don't know. That's a hard question. It would kind of be one of those things where as life goes on, you make those decisions based on what's going on in your life right at that time. Yep. Why are you smiling at me just now?
No, I was reading this. He said guns they are licensed to me, but dogs first. I didn't know. Did we say anything about a dog? If you got dogs, definitely grab your dogs.
You said like or your dog or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely grab your dog. Fuck the knives, grab the dogs.
Why are you apologizing, Alpha Boss?
But one gun and multiple knives, that's a good answer.
You don't have to. He's apologizing,
Who?
saying sorry about that. I didn't take offense to you saying I was a barista. I still am a barista. I just meant it like I'm not just a barista. It's not just a day job. Like
Oh,
it's
she's
my
offended.
store.
She's gonna wake up tonight screaming, "I'm not a fucking barista."
I am a barista, but I still do the job.
She's gonna have nightmares.
I just was specifying because there's a difference. If I was only a barista, I would have an answer to your question. You know what I mean? If that was all I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, dogs always, for sure.
Yeah,
Gotta love dogs.
I have a hard time letting a dog burn, like, instead of people, because I just feel like a dog, it wouldn't even know why it was, it was happening, and I would feel so bad, whereas, at least people know they're gonna burn.
Story. Okay,
What?
so I got in this situation, actually.
Story?
Yeah, about a burning a house and a dog. So, what happened was Tom's truck Just
You have to say my friend. They don't know who Tom is.
I know I'm telling you, Tom.
Okay.
Okay, so my friend's truck, practically like a brother to me. His truck. We were having a party, and I had two houses. I had a big house and a little house, and the little house is all the way at the end of the driveway.
Colin.
What I'm saying is it's a narrow driveway, right? So there's cars beyond cars, right? And the truck that starts on fire is right up close to the house and is blocked in by everything. So it's blazing, right? Well, it starts on fire, and at first it's like, what the fuck is that smell? And it's like burning, like it smells like burning rubber. And then we look outside, and it's on fire. So I try to go get the hose because my first reaction is to try to put it out. At this point, it's not that serious. It's not that bad,
Right.
but it's on fire. Well, everybody starts moving cars, right? By the time we get to, and there's also one car next to it because that car wound up going up too a little bit. Anyways, so by the time we got the hose and I started hitting it, this whole thing's blazing from front to back. Front to back, and I mean my garage doors melting. I mean fucking everything around is getting destroyed. Yeah, this thing is blazing. So it's all right up close to the house. So it's like we gotta get because there's kids sleeping too. It's a party.
wow.
It's the end of the night.
Party with kids sleeping.
Kids are sleeping. I have 3 dogs. One's in a cage right at the moment.
That sucks.
Yeah, so I'm getting all the kids out. I got kids on shoulders, one in one arm, one on shoulder. I'm getting guns out. I'm getting all kinds of shit out. And then the
Guns and
tires,
kids.
yeah, and I had a back door down there, so like that we didn't have to go out at the fire, right? So we could go out towards the back, because if we went out to the front, like you're fucked. Anyway, so I'm getting everybody out, got all dogs, and there's one dog left that I remembered. And I go running back in there, right? And everybody's screaming at me not to, right? And I run back in there, and like I I'm not gonna say what I was thinking in my head, but so I ran back in there and I grabbed the dog and I'm running out and there's tires exploding and all kinds of shit. Like it was crazy. It was really nuts. Like
What on earth could you be thinking in your head that you don't even want to say?
well, like I was just like nobody gets left behind. Like in my head.
You were like full Saving Private Ryan mode.
right.
That's hilarious. Oh my goodness. That's scary though.
But yeah, I got everybody out, got all the animals out, and everybody survived. The fire department came, wound up putting it out, spraying my house, spraying the garage. The house was only melted, like the whole front of it was like burnt up, but it was fine though. And then I thought about I should have let the fucker burn because I could have gotten a bunch of insurance money.
Okay. So, all right. Hello, anyone who's just
damn
joined.
right. No
What's
one
up,
was left
guys?
behind.
All right. So I have a question then to follow up on that story. But first, let's answer what Spirit is saying. What do you like to use to oil my car on knives, or do you run my car to dry?
I run it dry.
We wear it down just by the oils in our hands.
I have put oil on it before, but I don't know. Maybe it's just me. It might be just me and my skin. I got like really callous skin, so like it gives it a weird texture to me, like almost like oily, and it kind of holds it a little bit too much.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the micarta, I think. Like I've done it where like I buffed it, like I scratched it up because I wasn't happy with the finish, and then did it. So maybe that was why. But I like to run it dry and just break it in. If you really want to break it in quick, just keep it in your hand for a couple weeks. Don't put that bitch down.
What's up, Stud Fishing?
What's up, bud? Yeah, just keep it in your hand. Don't put it down. Well, don't put it down as much as you can. Like this one, it's gotten a lot darker than what it was.
What, you got it? Oh, the Biblio?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even look at the stripes. They're nice and dark.
Hold it up.
Well, I don't know if they'll be able to see
They
it
can
really
see.
good. But
At
there's
least-
stripes. Make sure let me see. Yeah, there's stripes that you can't really see, and they're kind
Yeah.
of dark. They're like dark gray now. They used to be white.
I knew somebody was going to say something like Kiefer was, because I was sitting here thinking that in my head the whole time. I was going to make a really funny joke, too. But I decided to refrain. That's what I was going to say. I was going to say, this is the only chat that you'll ever hear with a bunch of dudes saying they like it dry. And I didn't say it, and now Kiefer said it, and now I'm really upset that I didn't say it. All right, let me ask my thing.
Go ahead.
Okay, it follows up on Jared's story here. So I've got my first question to know if you guys are a bunch of savages or not. Well, they're both. It's a hard decision. All right, here we go.
I shouldn't be looking at
No,
you.
yeah, no
All right,
cheating.
go
He
ahead.
doesn't know this.
Yeah, I know.
So you're standing near some train tracks. You see a car with 3 people that's gotten stuck on the tracks. They can't get out. There is a train coming. You can pull the lever to switch the train out of the direction of the car. But There is an unsuspecting man working on the other track. Do you pull the lever?
Read it all over again.
Basically, car stuck on the track. You have the chance to pull the lever to make the train go the other way, but on the other track there is an unsuspecting man working on the tracks there. So do you pull the lever to save the car that's stuck, even though it's going to kill the one
There's
man?
people in. Okay, there's people
Yeah, there's
in the,
3 people stuck in the car.
So kill 1 or 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, kill 1, but tell the fucker to move off the track.
That's not an option.
He's deaf.
This is all a split-second thing. It's like, bam!
Right.
You gotta boom, think right there.
Yeah,
And the thing is here's the thing: if you pull the lever, you are now intentionally killing this man. Whereas those 3 people, they got themselves stuck there, however which way, and then you come in and murder some guy, but you save these 3. It's hard. Because fate would have it.
Maybe the guy had cancer was going to die in a week anyway.
Fate would have it if you weren't there that those 3 people would have died and that guy would have lived, right? His family, his kids, but now you're coming in and changing that fate.
Yeah, that's
really
what I said,
think
Blade
about
Brigade,
that.
yeah. Screams at, get the fuck out of the way! Pull the handle. But if there was no option
It is an
for that,
old school ethics question from...
you know why I'd kill the man?
Yeah, that's right.
You know why I'd kill the man?
Hold on, I did get this from an old school ethics class, by the way. So.
I'll tell you why I'd kill
Give
the
me
man.
coffee.
I'll tell you why I'd kill the man.
Coffee. What?
Because he's a man. And there's women and kids in the car.
I did not say that.
Well, that's what I'm looking at in my head. I see women and kids
Alright, car full of dudes. All equal-aged men, all with the same possibility of being cancerous or whatever you said. Everything's the same.
Well, that's 3 families fucked up instead of 1.
No, they're their own family. They're 3 brothers.
Like, if you told me there were a bunch of pedophiles or something, then maybe, but, yeah,
I just don't think... I would have a really hard time...
I literally have no feelings. It's like, fuck it, I'd take them both
I
out.
would have a hard time pulling the lever, honestly, because at that point, I'm not just bystanding and watching a tragedy, I'm making the decision to kill this other man. Is that to me seems like more of a decision than just watching someone die in an unfortunate situation that they put themselves in.
Kill them all. Right?
It's crazy.
Pull the lever halfway through after he takes out the car. Bow. Take the whole fucking train out, too. Hesitate and probably not do anything.
That's exactly what would happen to me too. I think I'd be thinking too hard.
Dumb enough to get stuck on the
Exactly.
tracks. Yeah, how the fuck are they stuck on these tracks and didn't get out of their car?
They were doing that game of chicken and they thought it was really funny.
Yeah.
And then the car got effed
if
up.
they're fucking stupid enough to
Yeah.
not get out of the car, I guess that does make some sense because you can save your own life at that point,
or
right?
they were those assholes who were trying to cross the tracks and like couldn't fucking wait for the light to change, so they inched up all close and decided to stop on the tracks, but then the levers went down. You know those guys?
You could just sit back and let Jesus take over.
That's what I'm saying. It's not on
Let the
me.
Lord Almighty
Jesus,
take over.
the wheel. Take it from my hand. Yeah, no, seriously. Yeah, how did they get stuck? You guys, you're asking me a lot of questions that I just don't know. You don't know either.
Kill 1 to save 1,000,000 for sure.
Yeah, I know. Now, let me add on to the scenario. All right, you fuckers. You go ahead and you save the 3 people.
Yeah.
You find out that there are actually 3 rapists that just broke out of prison. Now what do you do?
That's why I said though, like if
Now what?
they fucked up and they got themselves stuck and they can't just get out of the car, like they see the train coming.
I'm asking now, what do you do? Now how do you feel? Do you just go down there and murder them as well?
Might as well.
Yeah, at that point.
You guys popped up in my suggestions, and within the 5 minutes, I've watched you maybe several times.
Sweet.
You have a new subscriber. That's awesome.
Nice.
Thank you.
That's crazy. You're watching us for
Jesus,
the first
take the
time
wheel.
live. That's gotta be crazy.
Street justice. Yeah, there you go. Oh, bam, 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 bam. Oh yeah, thank you. That's awesome.
I'm not sure why you said hard on, but I don't mind.
He says rock on, hard on.
I think you just said
That's a
hard
good
on.
one.
That's all I read at first. Shoot them after you save them. Yeah.
Why you think y'all show face and others don't? I think
Why what?
I think some people don't show their face because they don't want to be
I actually kind of forced that
recognized,
when we started this channel. I remember adamantly wanting to show our faces just for the fact that no one else really did. I thought it was kind of weird because you guys
More
can't.
people started to after too.
I know.
A little bit.
I'm not trying to say we're trendsetters, but I'm just trying to say that I do feel like once we've existed as a channel, that I've started to see a lot of people. It's more normal in the knife community, which I like, because you have to admit as knife people that no matter how much you say you love the knives, which I know you do, the people that you're watching matter. You don't just watch the dull, boring guy. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
sometimes you do if you're going for pure information.
Yeah.
But for a lot of it, why not watch the thing you love and be thoroughly entertained, which is way better when you can actually see body language and personalities. So.
Hey, dude, we showed up into your suggestions. Are you are you a knife person? I'm just curious. Like if you check
I'm the
out.
dull, boring guy, simply knives. No, you're the.
I didn't say dull, boring guy, did
No,
I?
I said it.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like, you don't want to watch the dull, boring guy.
I think it's better for us to show faces because we like to get a little more personal and joke around, and we
and
we
we're
like
two
the personality.
People, so seeing
and
us.
yeah,
The other big
sense of
reason that
humor.
we started it was because we thought that people would think that we were being assholes to each other if they couldn't see our body language.
That was one of the big things because we
Yeah.
joke around so much, and
If
people
you
don't.
can't see
Yeah,
us,
yeah.
then we might seem really like
I might look like an abuser.
abusive or something. Yeah.
Because we are so lighthearted about shit. Like I can't explain to you how good of a relationship we have.
And,
Like we do not take anything each other, like that we say to each other like that.
Hollywood,
seriously.
exactly what you're saying is what I'm saying. Is that I'm not saying there's anything wrong with dull and boring, because a lot of those videos are full of great information and things that as
Yeah,
knife people
for
we
sure.
still need. I'm not saying that shouldn't exist. It totally should. I'm just saying that there also should be. I wanted to start something a little different where you're getting the whole thing. The
I like
people,
dull
the
and boring
knives.
sometimes. Sometimes I want dull and boring.
It's not dull and boring. I shouldn't have even used
Yeah,
those
you
words.
used
It's
those
more
words, yeah.
about pure informational focused instead of informational and entertainment.
And we like a little bit of sense of humor and a little bit of reality.
Yeah.
Like we wanted to sell ourselves plus the knives a
You
little bit
guys are the
more.
one other channel are the only ones that I get notifications from. That's weird.
Huh. Well, that's cool, I guess, from our point of view.
Interesting. What's up, Casey Tyler? You were a winner on one of our giveaways. I
What's
remember
the
that.
24, huh?
Joe, what the fuck? Why are you gonna scroll back in these comments right now?
I don't know, I just wanted to... Okay.
That's dangerous,
Just
and you know
specs.
it.
Hey guys, what's going on? Everyone doing well? What's up, Professor? If you guys don't know about Professor EDC's channel, go check him out. He does Spanish and English.
Oh, that's
so
cool.
if you're bilingual, you might actually find it very informative. Stud fishing. That's not too
Everyone's using my dull and boring. I should have not said that.
Yeah. I would just put it pure
You know what I
informational
meant, guys.
because I like channels like this. Sometimes I only want information. Like I don't want all the BS or anything like that. I just want information and that's it. But then other times, like say Cedric and Ada, like I find it hilarious. Or a couple of the other guys. I mean, I love the humor, but sometimes I do want just information. That's why we do a little bit of both. Like you see some, I do reviews in 10 minutes sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it has to be a little bit longer. But then other times, we goof around. We like to we like to sell ourselves too because we love this community and we love, being
I will
entertained.
not sell myself. How could you ask me to do that? That is disgusting.
What's your next question?
Okay, thank you. All right, guys. This is more of a knife-related question. Okay. If you could learn, well, sort of. If you could learn any one of the following skills without having to practice or try to master it, which of the following would you pick? A. Custom knife designing and foraging. B. Being able to perfectly throw knives at any target. C. Survival skills for apocalyptic scenarios. Or D, fighting skills / self-defense skills such as jujitsu.
Thank you,
Oh,
Casey
Tyler, what's up?
Okay, so I'm going. Should I answer that
Should
first?
I say them again, or we got it?
Should I just say none of them right now? I'm just joking.
Oh, you ain't.
Listen, let me finish. Okay, I would pick the first one because the other three I already know.
You want custom knife designing and foraging?
Yep,
You just
'cause
want to know how to do it?
The other three I already know.
They want to repeat. All right.
All right, the other three I already know.
One skill
I'm a
that you could
professional.
one of the following skills that you could just automatically learn perfectly. Pick one of the following. A. Custom knife designing and forging. B. Being able to perfectly throw knives at any target. C. Survival skills for apocalyptic scenarios. D. Fighting skills / self-defense skills such as jujitsu. Kiefer always
Flip a
coming in with a
belly.
weird answer.
Always.
A.
First one.
Yeah, stud fishing, that's good because it is really practical. The first one being like a knife forger or doing custom knife work.
I feel like most of the other ones
I like doing
know enough of.
jujitsu and stuff. Simply
Yeah.
Knives picked it. I think that's good.
Yeah, I like jujitsu. I already know how to throw a knife. What was the other one for? Knife.
Survival skills.
Yeah, I
for
already
like
got-
apocalyptic scenarios.
I got that down.
You know what I kind of meant by that one? The survival skills. I
What?
kind of meant it as like, so if you went into a post-apocalyptic scenario, that you would be like a perfect survivor, no problem.
Yeah, I think I'd be all right. I really do. I've been in enough situations. I think I'd be all right. But I've only made one knife, like by hand. Technically two, but only one like full blown.
Well, think about it. If you pick survival skills, probably that would come into it a little bit.
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying like
Survival skills
that,
would probably include most of the other answers.
But I'm just saying that that's the one that I have the least information on. That, and I think that would be overall very
Look at what Simply
very
Knives
successful.
said.
My younger brother went to the army and got buff, so now he can beat me up. So I have to choose D. There you go.
Uncommon choice B because I suck at throwing knives and the rest I could probably learn to master. I think it would be fun to be really cool at like being able to, because what I said particularly was being able to throw a knife at any target perfectly. Like really
Yeah,
think about that.
that's a lot
If
more
I could
difficult.
just see a dot on the wall and just be like, "Phew," right at that target, that would be pretty cool.
I threw knives.
Yes, Jared has done jujitsu.
I threw knives for like 2 years. I had somebody got me even a knife throwing board. Jimmy Lush.
Yeah.
He built me one for my birthday, and it was
That's cool.
like a human sized target. Yeah, and I could change out the targets and like change out the wood and everything else. So I did it for like 2 years, and I got really really good. And I'd use like all different kinds of things, like from screwdrivers to bullshit knives to big knives, like everything, because I wanted to be good at no matter what I picked up, right?
Yeah.
And it's been a while since I've thrown anything now, but at the time I was really, really good, so I don't think it would take me long to pick up some actual throwing knives, because throwing knives are a lot easier than just picking up anything, because when you pick up anything, you have to know the balance. Thank you, Berg Knife.
Berg
Appreciate it.
Knife. Thank you so much.
But yeah, I think I would get it back down pat pretty quickly.
I probably would pick D. Just being a female, I think it'd be really awesome to be really awesome at jujitsu. You know, I think that'd be the most useful to me. Do you have to make the storm?
See, I haven't been doing BJJ very long or anything like that. See, what I did was when I was younger, I was martial arts my whole childhood. I was in karate and kickboxing and boxing, taekwondo, all kinds of shit like that. And then my trainer, my sensei, he went to Brazil and trained with the Gracies for a while. And when he came back, he mixed it with, because at the time the UFC started, and so the UFC was getting massive, and so he integrated it with the karate, and he changed the whole system around, changed it all around for basically UFC, and even today, like his nephew and stuff like that, they're in UFC and everything, and so then I trained that for quite a while. And so, like, it was basically like a mixture with MMA and a lot of jujitsu's in MMA because it's mixed martial arts. So that's where I got mine from.
You have lethal hands.
No.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Are you ready for another one?
Yes, I'm ready. Look.
Gotta go, but glad I got to see you all. Hope Kara caught a mermaid. I actually didn't. I'm not gonna lie. It was a waste of a trip. I had one and it slipped right out of my hands. And it was actually a merman. That's why he was so strong. Yeah, it freaked me out, and you don't even want to know what the bottom half of a merman looks like. It's a little different. So it was unsuccessful, but the experience was worth it for sure. Okay, anyway.
Okay, next question.
You know that game, Two Truths and a Lie?
Two truths and a lie?
Yeah, have you ever
No.
heard of that? It's like a game people play where, like, I say 3 things, 2 of them are true and 1 is a lie, and you have to guess which one is a lie.
Okay.
I'm so good at that game. Like, not saying like I'm a good liar, but when it comes to like stupid stuff like that, like I can sit there and stone cold like talk. I could have went on about that mermaid story for like an hour just now. Even when you just were asking me about training worms before, you got so lost just because I was going on and on about this whole specific story about my worm training.
So you're a good con artist.
Anyway, no, that was not the question. I'm going to ask the question now, you guys. All right, here is the next question. You find a mysterious book. You start to read it. As you're reading it, you realize it's a story about your life. You get to the point you are at now. Do you turn the page knowing you cannot change the events that you're about to read? That's the question.
Okay, so
Getting deep, y'all. So basically, it's a weird way of asking, would you want to know your future
I think it'd be impossible
without changing it?
I think it'd be almost impossible for anybody to get to that point of the page and then say, nope, I'm not reading it. Like, is it even possible for you to read it at that point? Like, since you,
I think you're saying that because you have poor impulse control, though.
Yeah, I do. But what I'm saying though,
to be real,
are you even going to be able to
see Lindy Lou's like definitely not? I wouldn't want to.
Since you haven't flipped
You'd
the page.
skip to the end.
Since you haven't flipped the page in real life or like done it yet, would that page even exist?
Okay, see, we're not doing this. We're not doing this.
Okay.
Okay?
So I'm guessing
Don't
it does exist
do it.
then, since we're not doing it. I'm guessing it does exist then, huh?
Somebody said they would flip all the way to the end, and that's actually a solid way to think of it. I don't know if I'd want to do that either, though, because, oh my god, think about this, you guys. What if this was the case, and then you looked down at the book and you realized there was, like, only one page left?
Oh, shit, yeah.
That'd be so scary. Oh my god, and it's like this thin, and so
you're saying it's gonna tell you the rest of your life if you keep reading the books, and you're gonna read like
you could keep reading and reading and reading.
Yeah, I guess that would be dangerous because like what if like it was like something horrible, right? That was about to come up, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna change it, right? So you decide like, okay, I can't go to this grocery store at this time, whatever, right? But then you don't do that, and then something even horrible happens, like kind of like the butterfly effect. So I think that'd be dangerous. Plus, I don't know. I'd rather things be a surprise, so I probably wouldn't flip the page, but I still think it'd be fucking very hard not to at least read the next one. The next page.
Yeah, that's the Schrodinger's
the first
cat
3
paradox. The cat is both dead and alive at the same time. Yeah, that's why it is. I like those time traveling paradox things. They're interesting. There's a couple of them. Very, very strange.
Yeah, see, he said, guys, I think guys would probably just be like, fuck it.
Yeah, it does seem like most of the guys have said that they would. Lindy said no. I said no.
What the dope knives are. Find out if you like them or not.
I did see someone, who was it? Professor EDC said you can't change the events, but you could prepare for them. But could you, though? If the whole thing is that you can't change the events.
Right, it's already written in the book.
And it's already written, unless preparing is written in, then you really can't. It's almost like you're just getting to peek and you're just a passenger at that point. And if anything, if you do that and you read that, it basically takes away your free will in a weird sense.
It does.
So I wouldn't want to do that because then I don't feel like
does the book change if you do something different? Like, does it automatically change? Like say if like it was like, oh, we got coffee at 12 o'clock, and you're like, fuck that coffee, I'm not getting it. Then all of a sudden the rest of the
whole book changes again.
Just changes.
That's probably what would happen.
Yeah.
I guess. Wow.
You were talking about
the grandfather paradox. That's the thing I was trying to think of.
Back to the Future. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
Yeah. That would lead to a major depression.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably would.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Pandora's box.
Yeah, I'd probably want to burn the book, but man, I'm telling you, I know a lot of guys in here. I know, fuck, I think it'd be hard.
Yeah.
You'd be hard pressed not to flip at least past a couple pages back. I'm not gonna read the whole thing. Let me just read the 4th page.
I would just do like to see what happens tomorrow and see if it came true. Just test it out. Dip my toes in the water a little. Blade Brigade, this is what people that get high as hell talk about when left to think longer than 5 minutes. Okay, and so we're not high, so this is just how we think. This is just standard day in the life stuff here, guys.
Normally when we do lives, I do have a drink I have a bottle in the freezer that I have a drink on every time I do a live, but I'm not drinking coffee tonight.
Jera, 100% chance. Wait, is Jera
Jared.
like a cool like Tomcat name for
Kara
us?
and Jared.
Or was that a mistake because J is next to K on the keyboard and you meant to say Kara?
Ooh, 100% chance I would read it eventually. Right, eventually.
Yeah. If there was
All night,
something
you're just
I was
thinking about
really,
that
really
book.
wanting to know, like if I was like waiting to like get like to find out like if I got like a job or something like that, I could see flipping for like little things. You know what I mean?
I
Just
become
to
a
see-
paraplegic. What the fuck? You
Yeah.
start going back. What page?
Yeah, that would suck.
That's what would happen.
Jared gang. Yeah, why has no one ever come up for a name like that? Like, you know, like Tom Cruise and that one girl way back in the day was like Tomcat, and they like make those famous people names where they combine, you know, the two names, the guy and the girl.
Yeah.
We could be. I like Carrot.
Carrot?
Carrot.
I don't like that.
Why?
I don't like it.
You like Jara?
Jared
gang?
I don't want to do this.
But this looks like Jara. What do you mean you don't want to do
Jara
this?
gang.
You got a problem with us being mixed?
No.
You don't want to be associated with me that deep, do you?
It's not that.
Thank you. Popcorn or candy at the movies? I'm a candy person. I'm not a big popcorn person at the movies.
I'm not that big. I used to be. Me and
I'm
Andrew
not
used
really a
to love
popcorn person. Yeah. I like how Angela was saying, find out what knife I'm going to buy next week. Why don't you just know that in your head? I'm confused by that. Why would you flip the book to find out what knife you're going to get next week instead of just knowing what knife you're going to get next week? If it's next week.
Oh, thanks, man. It's awesome. I'm glad you liked them. I did make an entire, what is those things called
What?
when you do like a whole chapter on something?
Series.
I did do a whole series of those videos, so, of the sharpening bits. I try to put everything into one of the series. I have a whole bunch of different series, so. Sometimes some things are just kind of like, that's where they fit, so that's where I put them, but works out either way. What's the next question?
Okay, next one.
How many more is there?
Like 3. Okay, guys. Next question. This is a knife one, and let me tell you, it gets deep.
Oh, shit.
Okay? Alright, next question. If you had to eliminate one of the following knife companies from ever existing, it would... hold on. Bam, 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 bam!
Holy cow,
We
thank
gotta
you,
pause
Ronan.
for that. Thank you so much,
Ronan
guys.
Graves. I like that name.
Yeah, that's a badass name.
You got a
Jinx.
badass name.
That's
Ronan
really,
Graves.
really
I would
great.
love to walk around. What's your name? Ronan Graves.
That sounds like badass. Okay, hold on, guys. Don't start answering the question because I didn't finish it. If you had to eliminate one of the following knife companies from ever existing, which would you pick? And I'm going to list the 4. All right? Spyderco, Benchmade, Buck, or Cold Steel. Now, before you answer, keep in mind that if it ceased to ever exist, that means whatever locks they came up with wouldn't exist. You know, I suppose someone else could come up with it.
Yeah.
Could-
So you're
but
saying
we're
they
gonna
never
assume-
existed in the past?
Ever.
Either? Ever? Read them
You
off
just
again.
you just blank them from existence.
Read them off again.
Spyderco, Benchmade, Buck, Cold Steel.
Oh, shit.
That's rough. I thought this through to make it rough.
Yeah, because
You
Buck,
can't get rid of Buck, really.
Buck kind of like paved the way.
Yeah.
Cold Steel made the tri
Really
lock.
think if Buck didn't
Benchmade made
exist.
the access lock, and
Spyderco
Spyderco
made the compression lock.
Damn. I wonder. Well, see, I guess.
I probably would pick Cold Steel personally, because I feel like Buck paved the way and Cold Steel kind of had a similar path. I know they made the triad lock, but I do feel like the triad lock would be the most likely to still exist off a different company, with the back lock still existing from Buck.
I think I honestly, and I'm not gonna take them off the thing, but I do think that if Benchmade didn't pick the access lock, another company would have came up with something very similar. Because I mean, I think that's just a good idea. But,
Spyderco created the pocket clip? Is that true?
I guess so, because Spirited Blade
Really?
said it, and he knows. He's probably he's the
Hollywood
best at
Tactical is
answering
saying
any
Buck.
of the knife questions.
So Hollywood,
Hands down.
Hollywood Tactical and Professor EDC both said Buck and Kiefer. You guys really would take away Buck. I don't even like Buck knives that much, But I just don't know if I could take away buck just for the sheer fact
Well,
that they really modernized the pocket knife.
This is why they want to take away buck. The reason why they're willing to take away buck is because buck
you
only.
gotta think about the whole picture.
Yeah, they only have like even right now, like with the Marksman and a couple other knives, they only have a handful of great knives, including the Buck 110. They have a long history of knives, but when you're talking about great iconic knives, there's only a couple. There's only a handful.
Ooh, the Battle Song from Benchmade. They brought the Battle Song. That's true too for Benchmade.
I'm gonna probably pick Buck too, and I don't want to. Trust me, I don't want to, but I have to pick something.
I'm picking Cold Steel.
See, I think the Triad Lock, being able to hold all the weight it does, and for real hard use, I think that is
like
something.
The Triad Lock that you use every day, like that one.
No, what I'm saying is that for somebody who's that hard on a knife, that builds a strength on a knife that no other company can beat at this point. I did hear
Boss Heat Treat.
I did hear, and
Someone
the Boss
just
Heat
pointed
Treat
that
would be
out.
gone.
Justin
That's
EDC.
true. The Boss Heat Treat would be gone, and I like the Boss Heat Treat, but they say the Shark Lock's supposed to be pretty close to the.
Do you guys see how deep this live
Strength of a
stream is?
triad.
I feel like that question is a knife question you don't really hear. You always hear.
That is a simple addition to the backlock. You're right. I totally agree, and I think that probably would have easily been made up again. That's where I'm sitting, is literally Cold Steel and Buck. That's where I'm at.
See, I agree with Blade Brigade. He said Cold Steel being gone wouldn't be that drastic for the industry community. Otherwise, I'd pick Buck because they're doing less than freaking SOG right now. See, if we were just speaking off like right now, my answer would still stay the same. It would still probably be Cold Steel, just because I do feel like, even though I'm not a huge Buck person, that there is something nostalgic about Buck. I feel like everyone's had a Buck.
I agree.
It like reminds people of their grandpa. You know what I mean?
I agree with that. And you know what?
I'm trying not to. If I'm just thinking about right now, though, like just right now, I could see getting rid of Buck over Cold Steel.
Well, I'm thinking like also not just myself. I'm thinking about like the community, right? Like so, Cold Steel. A lot of people like. They make knives that go through metal detectors. They make all different types of self-defense knives. Like they do make a lot of great knives for the community. That's why if it was now only,
I'd pick Buck.
So, but that's where I'm sitting, is between Buck and Cold Steel.
But because the question is asking about eliminating it from existence, I'd probably pick Cold Steel.
You know what though? Think about this though. Cold Steel makes a lot of knives, right? And they made the Triad Lock, and maybe Buck might have picked it up and made the Triad Lock. Who knows? But Buck ain't even doing that now. So who the fuck says they would have done that? They wouldn't have done it.
There's patents and things that would prevent them from
No,
doing
they
that.
could make some bad
I'm not saying that they're
really
doing it now. I'm saying that they did it then and paved the way. I'm not saying that they're doing what they should now.
Either, and I love my Marksman.
Yeah, your Buck Max.
I don't have any Cold Steels. I have no Cold Steels. So.
Okay, let's see here. Yeah, a lot of people are saying Cold Steel. Yeah, how could you give up the 110s? Like that is so iconic. You know what I mean?
We'd have no Uncle Randy's out there.
I feel like the Buck 110's more iconic than the Triad Lock as far as like knives that people have and actually use. Okay, if you look at Tobias Gibson's history of pocket knives, he clearly points out that the Buck knives came up with the lockback to get away from illegal stilettos. Oh, yeah. See? They were paving the way. Paving it for average people to be able to carry a knife and not be, like, hounded on. I like Spyderco and Benchmade. I can live without Buck or Cold Steel. Buck has more historical significance than Cold Steel, so Cold Steel can go with less impact. That's my exact train of thought as well.
Okay, I'm gonna copy.
Come on the Cold Steel side.
Yeah,
that was my exact train of thought.
Cold Steel, you're the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here, Cold Steel.
Peace. Hi, Camden. All right. That was good talk, guys. Good talk. All right.
What's up, Camden?
Are we ready for the next one, peeps?
Careful with what you hear on the live.
Okay.
I'll be repeating it.
Ready? Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. The next question. This is a non-knife one, and then we'll wrap it up with one more knife one after. All right. You have found irrefutable proof of the existence of aliens. This is the type of proof that no one could deny, okay? So if you come out with it, the world will know aliens exist. Hands down.
Okay.
The government offers you $500,000 to destroy the proof. Do you take the money or do you share your discovery with the world?
Well, how much money am I gonna make off of sharing this shit?
Probably not 500,000.
Maybe 500,000.
Oh wow, everyone else is saying share it.
Fuck that. $500,000 to fucking to keep my mouth shut. I've kept my mouth shut on a lot of shit in my
Okay,
life.
and then
Keep my mouth
what if
shut is pretty
aliens
easy.
invade the Earth and kill you and you never?
Oh, they're invading?
I don't know, but we'll never know if you don't tell the world.
I think the
The
military
government's just
knows,
gonna
right? What am I gonna do? I'm gonna tell
they're just
everybody.
gonna cover it up and try to stop it.
But I'm
They
sure
won't
they're
really
gonna,
be
but
able to
they'll
stop
know
it.
that neither will I, and neither will everybody else.
Yeah, Lindy Lou, share 500,000 isn't that much money.
Now check this out.
That's what I'm saying. It's not really enough. And
500,000 is not that much, but
that's
if
why
I
I
don't
picked
get,
that
if I'm
number.
not gonna get a dime off of sharing it, but if I can get
something
on,
with your little book deals and
that's what I was
bullshit.
gonna say. If I can get some book deals, if I can go on some talk shows, go on Rogan, shit like that, yeah, I'll share it.
I mean,
Just to talk
Justin
to Rogan.
EDC says he'd take the money. He's been poor his whole life
Me too.
and never was good at telling. Yeah, that's. I
Me
know.
too.
In reality, I would have a
That's a
hard
good
time
one.
saying no. The only thing pulling me back the other direction would be one, it'd be really cool to actually exist in a world where aliens are actually real and the general public believes that. But there's also some problems with sharing. You could create mass hysteria. You could create like social justice alien groups that are all for like alien equality and they would go nuts. You don't know what you could.
Alien lives matter.
I'm telling you, you
Check
think
this
it's
out.
a joke, but I'm telling you, there is bad things that could come with sharing it to where I could convince myself that it might be better to avoid the mass hysteria.
Yeah, because it would create mass hysteria. Mass hysteria.
ALM, isn't that all lives matter though? I don't think it works. Works for both.
Yeah. Fucking. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, last night.
Green
So
lives matter.
speaking about aliens, last night I was watching I don't know, one of the Discovery Channel shows or whatever. Anyway, so it was about like things that go on Earth and blah blah blah. So the military, they were doing some training things out like 100 miles out to sea from San Diego, and they had the like the big ships that hold the fighter planes and everything. Well, they detected 6 objects under the water, right? Like moving objects. So they sent 3 fighter planes out to check it out. When they got out there, they said there was like a really big, like I forget how big they said, like the size. Oh, they said the size of a 747 under the water, and the water was bubbling. So they could see it just under the surface. They said it was like oval, and it was just in the surface. The water's bubbling. Well, when they were getting closer to figure out, because they're really high, checking it out, all of a sudden this tic-tac shaped thing about 40 foot long flies up to that thing, like does something like above the bubbling water, above the object, and then takes off. So they chased after it. So now they're chasing after it, and then as they're going, they said it's going so fast, it's going way faster than them, like, and they're going faster than the speed of sound. So they're chasing, then out of nowhere, it goes from, I forget how high they said, but it was pretty high, like ridiculously high, because they're obviously flying, and it just shoots down into the water. They said they didn't see a splash, and it just went right down into the water, and like for us, there's nothing that we know of on the planet that can do that, especially go, because it didn't like stop or like slow down or go like that. It literally was going straight, just dropped. Like it literally was going, and they said it just dropped, and it happened so fast and it just went right into the water. And they said for it to not like create like a big explosion when it hit the water going that fast, it doesn't make sense. Like even like to anything that we can fathom, right? We couldn't create that. Like not mean like we couldn't create it because like we don't have the powers to create it, but like for it to not make an explosion going that fast into water, it doesn't make sense. And then
where did you see that?
You were watching with me last night for a second.
It was on one of those shows on the Science Channel.
It was on Science Channel, but
probably UF.
There's one more part to this. One more part, really quick. So after that, they said that while that was going on, they detected 6 objects under the water, and they were going. How fast were they going? They said it. Oh man, like an insane speed, like way faster than we can ever go
Hollywood.
underwater. I think we can go like a submarine can go like 50 miles an hour under the water. This thing was going like 500 miles an hour under the water, like a crazy speed.
Okay, so Hollywood Tactical said he saw something like that too. This thing I saw would stop and change direction on a dime multiple times. This defies our laws of physics. There was no acceleration. So I've seen a really crazy theory based off what you're talking about and what Hollywood's talking about. And basically what they say, the way they think this technology is possible, like you see these videos or stories where like a UFO basically is there and it goes super fast and almost disappears and comes back because it's going and changing so fast. What they say that possibly is that these aliens or UFOs have figured out a way to actually bend the space-time continuum. So if you know have the whole space-time, if this is space and time, they know how to bend it and fly straight through it. And if you go straight through a bent space-time piece of fabric, then it's going to appear to anyone looking upwards as if it's disappearing and coming back and going super fast. Yeah. Even though it's not, it's just the way it appears because it's literally skipping through space and time. A lot of you didn't know that I am a astrophysicist on the side. So I know some weird things.
Question is this? Yeah, I can't fathom even questioning it because how big our solar system is, and then how big the universe is with all the planets. I mean, it's billions and billions of like different solar. Like
you want to know a creepy fact? Just like a fact that makes you realize, like, I don't know, it's just weird. They were looking at through telescopes at galaxies and stuff. Obviously, like scientists have done this for a long time. And one of the things when you look at light out in outer space, when something is moving away from you, like a galaxy, if you look in a telescope, it'll have like a reddish glow to it if it's moving away. And it has a different kind of color glow if it's moving towards you. Anyway, they took a telescope out there and looked into this huge view of all these galaxies, and they realized that every single galaxy had this tint of red, which shows that it's moving away. And what that showed is that every single object in outer space is actually moving away from each other, which is how they proved that the universe is ever expanding.
They also said
but that is such a lonely thought because everything's getting further apart. Not to say that some things won't collide. They also said
that they're actually moving at such a fast speed that it's actually faster than the speed of light.
Yeah, no, they're
That's
going
how fast
crazy.
they're moving away from each other.
We're on a direct collision path with the
It's the
galaxy
Drake
right
equation.
Now. Crazy.
I seen
crazy.
one time.
What's up, Zach Stuff? I've seen you there. Sorry, buddy. I should have said hi sooner.
My best friend when I was like 14, something like that. He died, and I was going to his grave like a year later, and it was like the memory of him. And I was going down there, and I was riding bikes. Like we were riding handlebars down there, and it was dark as hell, and it was down this really quiet road. And anyway, so when we're going down, I mean, it's super dark where I'm at. Like we're not in the city or nothing. This is where my mom lives, and so anyway, so when we're traveling on the bicycles, out of nowhere, a fucking I guess it would be a meteor comes across the sky. The entire sky turns into a strip of fire. And I mean, like, it's coming across the sky. And, like, at the time, I didn't know anything about that shit. So, to me, it was like, this is aliens, right? So, oh, thanks, Zach. That's awesome.
Sorry, we had to pause for that. Thank you, Zach. That is awesome.
It's coming across the sky, and then it just disappears. And then it comes back. And it's just moving. It's moving so fast. And it's, like, literally from one side of the sky, almost from one side of the sky, like the middle of the sky, all the way to the other side. And it's just, like, moving like this. And it's so big and so long. Now, today, I know that was a meteor coming in and out of the, what's that called? The atmosphere. So it was basically like coming in and out of the atmosphere.
It almost was kind of doing what I was just explaining, but with the atmosphere rather than space-time.
Right.
All right, you guys, I got you in on some alien stuff. We're going to swing back into some knife stuff now. This is the last and final question, but it does not mean that the live is over. It's just the last question I have, okay? All right.
48 people.
And this
Thank you, everybody.
And this is just a two-part question, all right? And it's a good one. Which of the following would you choose as your only option for the rest of your life? A hollow grind knife in D2 steel, or B, a flat grind knife, and 14C 28N steel. You get one for the rest of your life.
I think it
Which one?
depends on the actual grind. Depends on the blade shape.
We're going to say drop point
And
for both.
Drop point for both.
Drop point
Blade,
for both.
same blade shape for both.
Same
lock,
size.
same everything.
It can be any size you want, any lock you want. Both the same. Both the knives are the same. Your only difference is
the steel and the
hollow grind. The hollow has to be D2 and the flat has to be 14C.
Then
which would you pick
I would
forever?
probably if it's forever, I'd probably pick the D2, even though it's probably gonna rust. I would just take good care of it. And the reason why is because I'm gonna have to sharpen it a lot. And they both have similar 14. They both have similar edge retention, but I mean for production level. Otherwise, D2 actually has better edge retention if it's like done right. But the reason why I'm saying that though is that, man, if you're going to be sharpening and sharpening, a flat grind is going to get thicker. If it has really good blade geometry, then I'd pick a flat grind. But
somebody else said it too. I noticed that was by in the comments that if the D2 is heat treated properly, that that's the one they would pick. I would have to say that as well.
that's a good one.
You know, it always comes back to that question, are we assuming that you can get this knife over and over and over again, or that it'll remain perfect forever, you know? I'm trying not to think that deep into it, just on a knee-jerk decision. I think I might pick the 14C, though, as much as I love a hollow grind. I really prefer that steel, and I think at the end of the day, sometimes that makes the difference.
I definitely prefer that steel, but I also think grind has more to do with a lot. It has a lot more to do with, you know, like the knife and the quality and the cutting, the sharpening than the steel. The grind is definitely more important. So
Yeah.
I would pick the way a knife is ground. Well, it depends on like how shitty the knife steel is, but usually over the knife steel. Now, if you're gonna tell me some like 6CR, 5CR over, you know, like with the best grind ever versus S35, I'm definitely gonna pick S35 all day.
Okay, here's a question from Simply Knives. I'm going to say that it's to you because I probably don't have the best answer for it.
I like
Do you recommend a Strider?
Yes.
Well, how would you know? It's not like you've used it.
Well, I also got to check out that other one too. I'm gonna say yes, but this one has it doesn't have a steel insert, so it is just like Strider. I would say yes, but just know that a lot of them, especially the older ones, do have lock stick and stuff like that. The newer ones I heard are a lot better. Like this one's actually great. This one doesn't have any lock stick or anything. So, but
I mean,
know that
I
they
was
can
kind of
have
more
that.
joking about the not using it thing. You can tell that blade is going to be no problem. So I would be more
This one's
concerned
different,
about.
though. This one's not usually how they come.
And I imagine that the ergos are fine when you bear
Fantastic.
down because they literally have never veered away from that handle shape for anything really. So I would imagine it works out.
This one's a little different, I think, than most of them.
That one seems
The
a little more
ergos-
aggressive.
The ergos are going to be the same, but the blade is obviously different unless if this is the blade you get. I do feel a little tiny hot spot from the clip right here, just because my it's just my hand though. I don't think this will be everybody. It just lands right on my knuck, but you can easily just move your knuckle and just like position the knife a little differently. And that's why like when a lot of people say when they grab the knife and they go and they squeeze it and then they say the hot spots, it's like, well, fucking reposition your hand a little bit. You have a hand, dipshit. You know, like what's your problem?
Okay, HP Violin asks us if we're into bushcraft knives. Yes, we are. We don't have a collection running
We're
at
not
the
really in a bushcraft area.
Yeah,
but
that's the only
we do
reason
like to
why
go.
is like you know, like when we go to an area where that type of activity makes more sense or it's more of a natural thing to do and you have the space for it and stuff like that. Absolutely. Like
Yes.
we went to Colorado, that's all we did. If we were living in Colorado, we'd probably have a massive collection of bushcraft knives.
Yes.
We do live backed up to a forest, so it's not to say that we can't do that stuff, but
we can't. It's like a nature preserve or whatever.
it's not a nature
But it's like it is though, because it's like a nature park or whatever. So it's not like you can't go out there and build a fucking fire. You get in trouble.
It's just just a forest. It does have a path running through it. It does not belong to anyone.
It does. It belongs to the city. It really does. That's why there's the nature walk and everything.
Yeah, whatever. I'm just saying, like, part of it is on the property, but it's just not. You know what I'm saying? We don't live in a great area for all that right now.
No, we don't live in an area whatsoever, and there's houses.
But I
there's
like
all
the
kinds
knives.
of houses.
I like the knives.
No,
I just don't
the
put
only
money
house.
into them because I can't really use them in that way.
But I do want to get. I do have plans on getting. I want to get a nice small one. I want to get like a nice camp knife that'll work also in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because I want to get. Actually, Lindy Lou, she kind of made me think about. I'm thinking about checking out some of Two Sons kitchen knives. I don't know how that is, Lindy. Let me know. But I do want to check out maybe Two Sons kitchen knife. I want to get a nice kitchen knife that's good quality, but not too expensive, because I don't want to spend a shit ton on it. I want to get a couple good camp knives, a smaller one, and like a 5-incher, and then like a small one.
Yeah.
And I want to go camping before the summer's over. I really do. I want to go.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Even if we just get a tent
Oh,
and we go down by the
I'm taking a week
nature
off
preserve.
in early August.
Because we're not far from the lake, so we can go. There's actually a camping place right by Lake Michigan, right off Wadsworth.
Don't tell people.
That's where we're going.
Don't tell people. I'm just kidding. You guys can all come camping. That'd be crazy.
Have a camp
if
party?
we had a knife freak camp party.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Okay,
That'd
so
be crazy.
next time we are for sure. See, I was thinking about doing 1 or 2 videos, right? So for the next live, because we are going to be doing another live this weekend. So we were thinking on.
Wait, why are we getting question marks thrown at us, Zach? For what? What we do?
What's that for?
I don't know. What'd you say?
I don't know.
What I do?
I don't know. Anyways, so I'm thinking about doing we're gonna do 1 or 2 live videos. So, but I guess I can't really tell you about the one. So we were gonna do the scary story one this weekend on Saturday night.
He said, "Did you want a Benchmade fixed?" Asked you about a Benchmade fixed blade. Do you want a Benchmade fixed blade?
Why wouldn't I? Of course.
Benchmade fixed blade is awesome.
I don't really know what fixed blades they have. I can't even think.
I think no. There's that one. Oh my god, I love it. It's kind of smaller. It's just a standard drop point, and it's. Ow!
What?
You scratched me.
I didn't scratch you.
Something happened. Something weird happened. But it's just your standard drop point. It's kind of got a little belly to it. And like a woodenish, I don't think it's a wooden handle. Something brown. I really like it. You see it everywhere though.
We already got rid of Cold Steel though. It doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, Cold Steel has ceased to exist thanks to everyone. Let me see that knife I'm talking about.
Okay, so or I was gonna do going back and we're flip flopping, or we were gonna do a thing about all the knife review channels. So it's gonna be questions about them and see what you guys know about, I guess, so-called your favorite knife reviewers. And I was gonna contact a bunch of them and ask them some questions.
Purdue Hunter, that one.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
That's the one I like. Yeah, the one I like is the Benchmade Pardue, Pardue. I can't really show the picture.
But that's an expensive fixed blade, ain't it?
It's cute.
It ain't cheap for sure.
The Puko is okay. I don't like the way it looks, but I know that it would be useful.
I bet you that thing's
I
comfortable.
bet it's awesome though.
Okay,
no. This is the one. I lied. Guys, I lied. It's the Hidden Canyon. It's the Hidden Canyon. That's the one I like. He's so cute.
Oh, that is cool.
It's not even out pre-order.
That Steep Country looks dope too. I don't like the orange, but I like the knife.
I miss Bama Knife Guy. Yeah, where the hell is he?
He's been camping. He got a camper and he's been out camping. Doing what we want to do. Grid? He's off the grid, yeah.
Chris Reeve fixed blade is a grill. I've never even seen a Chris Reeve.
It's nice.
Fixed blade.
It's very nice.
Got the new Hunt knives in for testing.
Awesome.
Oh, that's really,
awesome.
really cool.
What
Why won't my phone turn off?
Are you actually testing it? You gonna put it through some paces?
Do you guys know that there is once upon a time where I made this huge video, right? We put so much work into it. It had all these cut tests. We took knives, 4 knives, we pit them against each other. We cut paracord, we cut fruits. We went out there, we were cutting sticks.
Belts, all kinds of
belts, leather belts, and it was the best video, but it required so much freaking editing. And eventually, it wound up getting beat out by other videos at the time because we needed the space in the phone.
We couldn't upload it with any other videos we had saved. So it was between that video or those videos, and then even after we deleted those, we would have had to have deleted all our pictures and everything. And then, like, say if it didn't, right? Like, let's say it didn't upload still, we wouldn't have any of that.
I even had a chart with like all the numbers for winning, so you guys could see like which one won.
Yeah, we versed. I think it was 5 knives against each other.
All right. I want more knife questions.
Wrinkler knives. I can't think of wrinkler. If I looked at, there's so many knife companies, man. Once I look at them, I'm like, oh yeah, because I see them all over the place. But sometimes you just don't remember the name.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay, what?
Guys.
He's asking a question.
Guys, I have a question.
Huh.
Pick one forever. Civivi Elementum, Benchmade Bug Out, or Spyderco Para 2 or 3, depending on your size. Which one?
What was verse?
Elementum, Benchmade Bug Out, or Spyderco, whichever paramilitary you want for your size. So 2 or 3. Which one forever?
Probably Spyderco.
You would pick the Spyderco Para?
Over...
As like your main...
Over the Bug Out?
Over the Bug Out or the CVV Elementum?
Bug Out's too lightweight, so...
I would pick the Elementum.
I think that would last the longest, be the most durable one, and even though the Bug Out has a lifetime warranty, I couldn't trust it to be my only knife with those. We broke 3 sets of Omega springs.
A lot of people are saying paras. I knew. Yeah, you could pick a sprint run. Any version of these knives are fine. Even what if you did the Bug Out and you switched the scales?
Well, we already have, but I'm worried about the Omega springs, not the scales.
Okay.
But yeah, I would definitely switch the scales because I don't really like the FRN ones. I do like the G10 ones. It's not much heavy. It's not heavier really at all. You can't feel the. Everybody always says that, like, I like mine as lightweight as it is. But when you add the G10 scales, you can't feel the weight.
Spirit had said he loves
if you
his
can feel that weight, there's
lightweight.
something wrong with you. You can't feel the weight difference. But what you can feel is the strength change. It gets so much stronger. But the weight doesn't change. But we had to replace our Omega springs 3 times. And then once we got the ones off of Etsy, then it's been fine.
And not many people said the Elementum, which kind of doesn't surprise me just because the other 2 brands are probably a lot more established.
To buy the Elementum is probably the best deal. S30, you talking about the S35 version?
Whatever version you want.
Okay, so the S35 version plus its G10, great size. Like, that's probably the perfect EDC knife. It really is.
I probably, even though I love the Elementum, I probably wind up going with one of the other 2 just because I enjoy the locking systems better. They're a bit more versatile, and the thumb studs or the hole. I would have a hard time going all flipper. All flipper all day.
Yeah. But you can middle finger flick.
I'll flip it all day.
Our Elementum, you can middle finger
Lindy
flick.
Lou, the Elementum and S35 VN is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It's so awesome.
Is.
You know what? You guys want to know a funny story? Do you guys know that Jared got that Elementum, the micarta one, and the Jade S35 VN one by complete accident? He wasn't all hyped on it like everyone. He was just la 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 looking at knives. Came across them and was like, oh, that's cool, I'm gonna get me one. Not even realizing that they sold out like that. Yeah. And all these people are like, man, I tried so hard to get one, blah, blah, blah. And he's over here like, oh.
I just swooped in.
No.
Swooped in, snagging it the fuck out of there.
That is so,
everybody was
crazy.
telling me how they were trying to get it and everything. And I just kept thinking, like, man, I wasn't even supposed to be on Blade HQ. I literally just went on there, like, just for nothing. And that was the first thing I seen. Oh, fuck it.
I want to know, somebody was asking about a particular giant mouse, and I wanted to answer that question.
Wow.
Something about the Giant Mouse Grand. Oh, yeah, HP Violin. Have you seen the Giant Mouse Grand?
Yeah,
can't decide between the Grand or the Biblio.
Well, see, this is the thing. Okay, so if you want a full-size knife, get the Grand all day. If you don't want a full-size knife and you want something smaller, get the Biblio. The Biblio's small. So, like if you look at my hand right now, like it's
small and chunky.
It's only a 3-finger knife, technically, But if you use the choil, which isn't a very big choil, so you're only going to get the front nub of your finger. Not going to get your whole finger on there. So you only get the nub, and then the rest of the handle goes in your palm. So it does work with your whole hand, but it's not a big knife.
You can see it
The
in
grand,
my hand.
you can get a whole grip on.
Just like how, I have a small hand, and you can see right there. Dang, Zach! Okay.
Zach,
you did a welcome donation and an exit donation. That is classy shit.
Thanks, bud. Peace
Gotta
out. Enjoy your dinner.
Thanks for stopping by, Zach.
Yeah, thank you. We appreciate it. Much love.
And Blade Brigade.
Let me know how that Benchmade goes.
Blade Brigade. The last question was about would you pick an Elementum Benchmade bug out or a Spyderco Para 2/3? That's all the question was. My
Zach
phone is
be
stuck
ballin'.
on. There it goes.
You know what? I seen somebody going back because I see the flipper delete.
Yeah.
That Elementum. I seen someone that took the flipper tab. Get that. Somebody took the flipper tab off of the Elementum and then added thumb studs. That's badass. Because it's got a great detent. So even with thumb studs, that thing you would have great action.
Yeah.
It looks like it's amazing.
Are you guys I know this is such like a vanilla kind of knife question, but are you guys thumb stud / blade hole people or flipper tab people? I am a thumb stud all day. I could never go just straight flipper. I know there's people out there who really, really love flippers and stuff like that. And I understand the want to deleting it. If it's already on a knife, I'm not gonna delete it. But when I see a knife and it's only a flipper, I'm kind of like, aw. You know what I mean? I really
I do like seeing both.
My hands have an easier time opening with something on the blade.
See, some...
Yeah, thumb stud flipper is for fun. It's a great secondary opening to me, but I don't like it as my main source of opening. I don't know.
It depends because there are some flipper
I
tabs.
prefer the holes and such. Tough call might come down to steel, heat treat, and handle. Oh, he's answering the other question. He's all late and shit.
I will say, though, that some flipper knives are just positioned just right, and they have, the great positioning, your finger just feels really comfortable on it, and the detent, it just makes it so snappy that it's they really had it well thought out where your finger was going to go, how the flipper tab is canted or, positioned. And now in that position, thinking of that, I really like a flipper. But I still rather have thumb hole or thumb
Yeah, and
over.
Spirited is talking about the Shurguroff and, how, to him, that's the ultimate flipper-only design. I have a couple knives where, the fact that they're flipper only doesn't bother me. One of them is actually the Kaiser Mini Sheepdog. I love the shit out of that flipper tab. I can fidget with that thing all day long. It's smooth. I like the way the flipper tab feels. It's got that feeling that I enjoy. That knife would be great if it had some sort of blade opening mechanism, but there is a couple models where I wouldn't have it any other way but that flipper tab.
I can middle finger flick that one too.
I know, so can I. Yeah, you guys know we can middle finger flick sheepdogs. It's pretty cool.
Without a hole.
Without a hole. No hole.
What was I about to say? Oh yeah, the Tuya Envy. That thing has amazing flipper action. The positioning of the flipper tab. Richie.
You really dislike the flipper on the Mini Sheepdog? Mine is just, maybe I have a great
Nobody
example.
likes it.
It's not... Okay, I know it's a rectangle. I'm just saying it's not just about the flipper tab. It's about the pivot, what's in there, if it's washers, bearings, that type of, I know, I'm saying for many knives. If you take the Kaiser V3 V-Gore, for instance, that knife is very smooth because it has the Teflon and the bronze washers doubled up on both sides, and it's very, very smooth, and that helps whatever type of opening mechanism is on the knife perform the way it does. It's not just about that. So for my sheepdog, the flipper is amazing because the action is amazing. And it all goes together like two peas in a pod.
Kaisers do make great flippers. They make great everything. Kaisers makes great knives. The Keen, I haven't tried the Keen yet.
The sheepdog's not for you, Alex? Leave.
940.
Just
what are your
go.
thoughts on that? The
Leave. 940
is an amazing knife, and especially if you like thumb stud knives, It does have amazing. It's probably one of the best. I'm not gonna say the best, but it's definitely up there for thumb stud knives. Now it doesn't have the best grind. It's not gonna be the best slice or anything like that, but it's not bad. It's a great EDC knife, and it does work for anything you need. Takes a great edge. But yeah, I like the 940. The 940 is great. It's a little expensive, but it's great.
Okay, Blade Brigade just said he's got to travel. Okay, two things. Simply Knives, can't wait to get
I
a
love my
940.
940.
You should totally get a 940. We just got one. It's amazing. And then
940-1.
Blade Brigade, I got to try the Laconico design.
Three Kings!
Want a Laconico so bad. Like a Laconico. Not like, I have the Kaiser Yorkie that Stasa gave me, and that thing is like I love it. I love it so much. We tried the
I want a
Angry
Keen.
Baby Bear, which was like cool,
Yeah,
but
that
I
was nice.
really want just a Ray Laconico. He makes custom knives, and I want
I want to try the Keen.
I want to try the.
That's a good way to get his design.
I want his custom that's like the Yorkie or the Keen. There's one that's really similar that's actually a custom.
Somebody sent
And I
us.
want it.
He just made a new knife, and somebody sent us a thing showing it, and because it literally like was described in the last video. I think
You're
it was the
leaving
last one.
Camden? Is that what that is? You're out?
Good night, bud.
Bye. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, it was like exactly what you were explaining before. TS 129 is awesome. Just got another yesterday. Tucson's are amazing across the board. They are so hard to beat.
What is an EZC2?
That's a Laconico knife.
Is it?
Was it I forget what the word.
Have you guys seen the Blade Ops exclusive Spyderco Paramilitary 2 with an Emerson Wave? I haven't, but it doesn't sound like something I would like.
The Crooks is a lot like the Elementum in my opinion. I mean, I haven't had one or nothing like that, but I feel like the Elementum is just perfect. It has a great grind, and I know it has a better grind than the Crooks.
Lindy and I will send you one of our Keens.
What? Have you?
What?
Where were you
Really?
pointing
That
to?
would be so dope. I want to check one out so bad.
Awesome.
Yeah, I would love to check out a Keen. That would be awesome, you guys. Seriously, like,
Oh, yeah.
that is a knife
That's one I haven't tried.
never got to, and I always really liked it.
I was drooling over
oh.
it when what was it? Not Blade Banter. Banter 247 was screaming about it because he was the first one that started screaming about that knife, and then everybody started screaming about it. But he was the first one, and I knew right away with what he said and the words he said about it that it was a great knife. And we don't have the drop thing, like the account. We've never gotten a drop knife.
No.
We've tried drop knives, but we've never bought a drop knife. We need to get involved in drop.
I want everyone to answer this question that
Kershaw
HP
knockout's
Violin
great.
just said.
Love the
Everyone
knockout.
needs to answer this.
Sorry.
I like it. HP Violin says, question, a crazy rich guy offers to buy you the knife of your dreams. Doesn't matter how expensive, but you have to wear a pair of Crocs for a continuous year, to sleep, to shower, to work all day.
Ooh,
Hell yeah!
sounds like jail!
Yeah, those are Bob Barker sandals.
That same thing
You
sounds
should
like
get
jail
the legit
or shit.
Crocs. Yeah, I would wear Crocs every day. You know how much Crocs have like advanced their line of shoes? They have so many different Crocs now. They have like solid ones. Yeah, they're ugly as fuck.
The knife
but for
of
a
your
knife of your dreams
dreams?
doesn't matter how expensive. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That'd be like getting paid to wear Crocs for a year.
Yeah, but think about if you had to go to work on a construction site in Crocs.
They make Croc boots, I think.
Yeah,
I'll
wait,
look
do you
it
have different
I'll
pairs
look
of
it up.
Crocs?
Maybe, yeah.
One
I'm gonna
pair.
say yeah.
Because I was picturing one pair of Crocs.
Someone said a hard no. Croc? Guys, they make a lot of stuff now. Like, it's not just like it was. Yes, they make freaking boots. Look, that's a Croc.
That's not.
That's a Croc.
That's
it's
not
a rain
work
boot,
That's
but
a
it's
rain
a boot.
boot, not a work. Okay, there
That's
we go.
not a Croc.
That's not a
Croc. That's not a
Croc.
Croc.
Those aren't Crocs.
Look,
those.
horse hoof shoes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
It's like
I think I'd probably have to say no because I don't think they
Oh,
make good anything.
lame.
But you know what though? When somebody did knock my Crocs, I'd be like, but I got me a badass knife in my pocket. Though.
Yeah, I mean, you could get. I mean, I don't know.
Rock some Blurple G10 with the spider.
I'd have to pick a really expensive knife. At that point, it would be about the money, and it would be like as
Yeah.
if I was getting paid to
Right.
wear them, and I'd probably just pick a knife that I
$1
could
million
sell.
knife.
Yeah,
A knife
something
made
great.
in gold.
Yeah, something stupid like that. But
What's up, Russ? We're doing good. How are you doing? Kershaw knockout. I like the Kershaw knockout. It's very well built.
Wait.
They're even building them better now.
I always have to shuffle between a knockout and bare knuckle in my head. I know what we're talking about.
We have one that we've beat the tar out of it.
Yeah.
If you really want to know how one is, go to Blade Brigade's channel. He took one and beat it to death. Right? Among a bunch of other knives.
Those were the best videos
so
ever.
if you're gonna watch that video, don't just watch that one. Watch the other knives too. Watch the rat one, and then he did a tenacious and
he did a lot. Everyone in this live stream, all 50 of you, all 49 of you, since one of them is Blade Brigade. You guys, after you're done here, you need to go to Blade Brigade's channel, Blade Brigade NY. You need to go to his channel and you need to watch the videos of him beating up these knives. They are so freaking funny, but educational, and they're hilarious. And the best part about it, and I want you all to do this while you're watching, is imagine someone walking up to him.
Somebody did walk up. He said they rode up and then they seen him with knives and like sitting there and said, turn around left.
That's what I'm saying. I need you the whole time you're watching just to imagine somebody strolling by and like just noticing him doing this. He's like talking to himself, stabbing a tree. He's like, yeah, and like you gotta do it. It's great.
It's hilarious.
It's great.
And the knockout, it's a great knife. I do wish it was a manual, but it's not. And I'll say this, in that video it held its own. Ours, we beat the tar out of ours. And it's still... It's at 100% lockup, which I can't blame it with all the shit I've put it through. It's at 100% lockup, but no lock rock, no blade play. It's still solid as shit and still a great knife. So I like them now.
It seems logical to ask me, do any of my Starbucks coworkers carry knives? If so, which knives? Yes, I've gotten, I think, like 80% of my team to carry knives. We are the most armed part of the store. So the first person I got to carry a knife, she now has a CRKT light compact knife, a Kaiser mini Doman in jade green, and then the third one is the Tangram Vector, and then the other girl, there's another girl who I gave a cut jack to, okay? And she just went full-on knife addict immediately. It's hilarious. She went and bought a Kubi. She bought a Dolman, a mini beg letter in blue. I've got, pretty much I've gotten at least like 5 or 6 out of like the 10 on my team to carry knives. So yeah.
We only have one Wii knife, but we have a ton of Civivis. But we have one Wii knife. We have the Wii Vapor.
Yeah, the Wii Vapor. I love getting people into knives though. It's pretty cool. I have a full really think about this though. I have a full team of females, and every single one of them carries a knife to work every day. Really,
that's awesome.
I have a full team of females. Seriously, guys, and the one who doesn't just came up to me the other day.
They call you the pusher.
No, they do. And this one girl, she came up to me the other day and wants one now as well. And I have another one who I need to give a knife to. And seriously, they want them. They really like the idea.
We haven't had the Mannix, but Blade Brigade, he's got a Mannix.
The only reason my Starbucks is knife friendly is because no one wants to tell me that I can't carry a knife. I think it's been too long. Technically, I don't think you're supposed to use a knife. But their box cutters are more dangerous anyway, and since I'm not flicking them out in front of guests and stuff like that, like, as long as you're responsible and using it as a tool, I can't see them ever saying anything.
Yeah, I mean, who's going to say something?
It wouldn't matter anyway, because literally at this point, most people have them. I've even spread the knives into other departments of the store as well, so it's great. It's great.
But the Mannix, I do want a Mannix, so I do.
Berg knife, you got that rake front flipper? That front flipper? Is it that one that's black and kind of, it has like a button lock? I always wanted to try that, but I heard that it was like...
Is there one with a button lock?
I don't know, but I know that there's a rake with a front flipper, and you told me not to get it because you said you heard that it was kind of hard to flip.
That's what I'm wondering. That was a different one. That was a different one.
You know what, guys? Don't make fun of my speech impediment. I say front flipper.
I got scolded when I used the karambit at Target, but that's New York for you. Yeah, that sucks. Breaking on a
What?
karambit at Target. I got into knives after working and shipping and receiving. My boyfriend insisted I carry a knife instead of a box cutter. Yeah, that you know what though, it's so much better than a damn box cutter. Box cutter, there's no
Wait.
passion behind it. There's
Seems
no,
logical. You work at Target?
and
Sorry, I just
I
want
think
to.
he used to.
Oh, do you
I don't
still
know if
work
he
at
still does.
Target?
And
That's
if
where I work. Sorry.
if
Go ahead.
oh, I don't even know where I was now. Oh yeah, and a knife works for so much more than just like what a box cutter can do. Cause like even doing construction, like there's so many things that a razor or like utility blade is not good for because the blade's only it's so small. Like those expandable ones, they're longer and you can use those, but they break. Like I watched
Yeah.
one chip one time and shoot somebody right in the fucking eye, and I'm not joking, and it fucked them up. But a knife's not gonna do that. You ain't gonna worry about that. And for self defense, you can still use it. I mean, you can carry it so much more comfortable. I mean, way better than a razor blade. And a razor blade, they're thinner, so when they start going dull, they go dull a lot quicker. And it's simple steel too. So
Yeah.
just a knife's so much better. And there's no
Um,
passion, like I said, no passion.
you wallpapered a Target Starbucks a while ago. Never got paid. What?
That sucks.
You never got paid by the Target, or I mean, I don't know if you were independently wallpapering or if you were with a company or who didn't
Or
pay
if you were vandalizing fucking places.
That is crazy. That's insane. Target, my particular Target is
KPL
fantastic.
is definitely worth it. KPL, I've gotten like right now. You can see my workbench right back there. I've got like 5 different types of oils. None of them stand up to KPL. None of them. And like some of them, I've tried some of the other oils on, and I'm not gonna say it gets worse, but
What
it
about
doesn't
that
really
one
improve
stuff?
it. Put some KPL, bang.
What about that one stuff, Coon Pea?
Oh, I don't know about Coon Pea, but I did hear that Coon Pea's really good, though. I did hear about that, but I heard maybe it's just what I've heard, but I did hear that KPL was a little bit better. KPL also doesn't have a scent. That's another thing.
I think KPL is probably better than that Blade HQ Micro, whatever oil. KPL is,
Yeah, I had that. I did have the Blade HQ
Yeah,
oil,
I remember-
and it was better than that. It was better than
Yeah,
that.
we have had
And
that.
that stuff has a scent to it. Most of the oils have a scent to it, so it's gonna smell like you just lubricated your knife. The KPL doesn't.
I want to answer Logan.
Go
He
ahead.
says, if you had to pick one Kaiser, what would it be? Preferably a cheaper one.
gotta grab
Honestly,
a Band-Aid.
okay. Honestly, my favorite Kaiser. Oh God, I am a big Kaiser fan. One of the best ones is one of the Vanguard editions, though, and it's the Kaiser V3 V Gore. It's a thumb stud only knife. That thing is insane. It's really, really, really great. For one of the cheaper ones. So for me, it would either be that, or it would either be the mini Doman / mini Begletter. So those are all great, and the mini Doman and Begletter both come in a full size as well. So if you want a bigger knife,
Here,
I
show
would
'em.
go with one of those.
Mine's right here. That's
No,
what I
that's
picked.
not a cheap Kaiser.
Oh, a cheap one? Oh,
Yeah, where
Yeah,
is
no,
my
it's not
V3?
cheap.
Where's these?
in one of the cases. It's in one of the black cases.
Big Kaiser fan. What are your thoughts on the Kaiser Wilhelm? I don't even know what that is. Wilhelm? Have you ever heard of that?
Where's it at?
Kaiser Wilhelm? I've never heard of that. Or maybe I have and I can't associate the name.
Kaiser Kesnick and full time. See, if we're talking about just Kaisers,
I'm
I
not a
would pick
huge-
the T1. But if we're talking about budget Kaisers, that's a different story. The V3 Vigor, that's
All
a
I
good one.
got was that Wilhelm is a German emperor, and I didn't get
Did
anything
you put
about
Kaiser in
a
there?
knife. Yeah.
Kaiser knives. Try that.
Yeah, I don't know the word knife.
Oh, right here.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
You guys have any giant mouse knives? Yeah, I've been flipping one the whole time.
At least you know I'm not a liar, and I wasn't like, oh yeah, the Kaiser Wilhelm is one of my favorites actually. At least
Right.
you know I'm not a
Yeah,
bullshitter.
yeah.
It's like one of those people.
Oh yeah, we both looked at you. Yeah, it's a
It's
good
like when
knife.
someone's like, oh, have you seen that movie blah
Ace
blah
Biblio,
blah, and it's
great
like
knife.
totally a lie.
Kaiser Theda.
I really like the
That's awesome.
The dolman.
I love Kaiser.
The mini dolman and the mini bag letter, I think, are both a really good line of lives. The mini
I want to try the
knives.
big one.
I said lives. I can't talk anymore. I've been doing this too long.
Yes, Voxness knives are really good.
Sup?
I do like.
Sup,
He
Hawaii?
does design some really good. What's up, bud?
Everyone go check out Hawaii Knife and Gear if you haven't already. He's got an amazing channel and he's got some Tucson knowledge up the wazoo. I love all the knives he
And
shows.
much more. And we're hopefully going to be starting a little pass around, a little give a knife, take a knife pass
A
around
little
pretty
give and
soon.
take.
Well, yeah. He's got some really cool stuff going on. What's up, Dominator?
Dominator Neve. That's what we should have named our channel. Dominator Knives.
Love you too, brother. How short do you have to be legally considered a midget? 4'11"?
No, that is such a lie. We went over this in another live stream. Why is this always a question?
4'11".
It's not. There is no height.
Yeah, there is.
Dwarfism is a disease, okay? And you have to have that to be considered a midget. It's not like it's just about height. It's about height and having this particular deformity.
Yes, there is.
Okay, everyone
4'9".
says... Okay, but I'm just saying that it's also about the disease. It's not just about being short.
Why do you guys care about me?
I don't. Why does this always come up? Blade Brigade said, swear I've seen at least 3 different accounts in here with Neve in the username. Yeah, that's all Jared's nephews.
Yeah. Well.
How tall is Kara? That tall.
Oh, what's up? It's
How
my
tall
cousin.
do you guys think I am? I'm really curious
What's
to know.
up, Eric?
I mean, I'm short, but
It's nice to have you in our live.
oh, it's his, not a nephew this time. It's actually his cousin. What's up, Eric? That's an intimidating name though, Dominator Neve. 5'3", 5'4". Yeah.
No,
yeah,
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm 5'3".
Oh, that's about you. Oh, yeah, she's
Who'd you think
5'10".
they were asking about?
5'10".
Do you really think I'm 5'10"? That's.
Have you ever seen her next to me? I'm 6 foot, so she's
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Eric's girlfriend. She's only 4'12".
damn. So there's a midget right there. Are
No,
you taller
she-
than her? Or
Yes, I'm taller.
1 inch taller.
I'm 5 inches, like 4.
No, I meant like standing next to her. Like, do you feel taller than
Yes,
her?
by far.
I've never really looked at you guys' heights like next to each other.
I'm 5'3".
I know you're 5'3". I'm saying like
That's
when
4
I'm looking
inches.
at you guys, like I didn't realize she's so short.
Yes. Yeah, she is. She's tiny.
Wait, 4 foot. That'd be 5 foot.
Yeah, wait, what the fuck? I just realized that.
Oh.
Because I was saying 4. Yeah, I think
I'm
she's
6 foot.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Jared's 6 foot.
I'm 5'12".
Yeah, Spirited is like
So this is what I was thinking about doing with the other night channels, was having a bunch of questions about them and then seeing if you guys wanted to answer. So we were either going to do that on Saturday or the scary stories. I think the scary.
What was the first option?
So all the knife channels, like the people that run the knife channels, I was going to ask them a bunch of questions. Things that I don't think you guys would know.
And we were going to quiz you on how well you know the other knife channel
Right, and
people.
probably a lot of stuff you guys won't know, but the point is to talk about it and then joke about it. But I feel like the scary stories might be a little bit better because we were going to play some scary stories and then we were going to talk about our own scary stories. Because I got a bunch of badass scary stories you guys might love. But I don't know. Which one do you guys think would be better for Saturday?
I've lived in a haunted house and worked at a haunted hotel.
Ooh, I did live in a haunted house too one time.
I'm exactly 1 me tall. Ha, ha, ha. What a dad joke.
I guess someone's got to answer. So what do you guys think? Which video do you guys think would be more entertaining for Saturday night?
I think it would be fun. Wait, am I gonna be here Saturday night?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing it.
I am.
Everyone's the same height laying down.
Uh-huh.
Scary stories, all right?
No, not everyone is the same
Just
height laying
says-
down.
It was a joke.
I know. What if you got a big old belly?
Yeah, what if she's a big old bitch? I know they're
Scary
different.
stories.
940
Scary
versus bug out.
stories.
Ooh, 940 versus bug out. That's tough.
He-
I think the. Ooh.
Wait. It seems logical. You have a cool idea for
That's
future
hard.
knife content, but it may take some
It's
collaborating. Please tell us what it is. I'd love to know. Everyone's down for scary stories, and then some people said they want to do the other thing next time.
Okay, so scary stories next, and then the other one we'll do after that. So everybody answer his question. Bug out versus 940. Which one would you guys pick?
It's so weird.
Justin EDC says bug out. Both can be a special guest. Yeah, I hope you show up on Saturday. Come through. What is the end all be all knives? Ooh, fuck. I don't know.
I don't even know.
I think a lot of other people would answer that a little bit better because they might have handled a lot more knives. I don't know what the end all be all is, man. 940's up the woo-ha. We got a bunch of bug outs, though. It seems like it's pretty much tied right now. The 940 is definitely more proven, and the bug out is flimsy, but you can get the bug out now in G10. So both are too small for knife. He likes big knives.
Why does
big
no
knives.
one ever mention the Griptilian when it comes to the...
Because it would whoop all their asses. That's why.
What?
The Griptilian.
Would whoop their asses?
All the other knives. Especially with the sheep's foot blade with the hole.
In the G10?
I wish it had a...
Yeah, do a review in the style of a different channel, like an homage to other channels. Then, okay, we were gonna do that. Seems logical. We actually asked Nick Shabazz for permission to basically like review his channel, which would be kind of funny, and he said that'd be cool. So like we have something similar to that we want to do. But Jared here has some great impressions of other knife people, which I think are so funny.
Probably pretty insulting to them though.
Yeah, that's okay. They'll get over it. Yeah, we're gonna have to do those one day because they're so funny. Your slicey dicey one is the best. He does the intro voice perfectly.
If he shows up, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Before we leave, but he won't.
He won't, because we're about to leave
Watch all of a
soon
sudden,
here.
bink.
It's already been an hour and a half.
I know, we're about to get off. I would gladly watch it. Awesome. I like the rare RSK, but I do like the Benchmade, the sheep's foot blade better than the RSK. Because you got the hole, so it's easier to flip. It has really good action, and just the sheep's foot blade is a little bit better than the drop one. Hello, slicer dicers. I didn't even do it that time.
It is almost over, guys. It is.
It's almost over.
If you haven't
but
noticed,
Saturday's coming quick.
Yeah, it's already Wednesday. I mean, Saturday's just around the corner.
3 more days. And we'll have some fun.
LTK.
I got some really cool stories.
Oh yeah, you got to figure out an LTK impression.
I've done him before.
And Baz on Blade's intro.
I've done all of them, to be honest.
Nick Shabazz is probably the hardest just because the tone of your voice is so
different.
different.
He's the one I actually got to think about.
He has just a different voice. Yeah. You know what I mean? The other ones are kind of more on par with your voice. He's just got a different voice.
Do you remember that one day in the shower, though? I had that fucker down.
Yeah.
I had his whole voice, his lingo, the way he talks,
You know how some people sing in the shower? Jared practices other knife reviewers' voices in the shower. Totally normal stuff going on. Yeah, I love Baz on Blades intro. My name is Baz, and I talk about blades. It's the best. I don't have anybody to do, except for Frankie.
Yeah.
Which isn't a bad thing, but I just don't feel like I can do it, really.
Jersey Knife Guy, yeah. Who is the other one? Stasa 23. Yeah.
I don't really know if he's mimicable. Stasa 23.
Mr. Oldman, yeah, we know Mr. Oldman. He doesn't make videos consistently, but I think a lot of people know him because he does have a big...
Banker impression.
Blade Banker?
I bet you can figure something out. Does he have like a thing he says every time?
Kind of, yeah. He kind of does. Metal Complex. I could definitely do him, but he doesn't have a thing that... Do you know how I could do it? I know, yes, I know.
You could do his advertisement.
Yes.
Yeah, then he always does.
Do his ads.
And this will just take 2 minutes, guys, and then he goes through that whole thing every time about
Here's the pair of 2 and the pair of 3. A knife that... How does he say it? A knife that nobody... I think he says something about a knife that nobody ever complains about or something like that. I almost left in the comments one time. I'm complaining right now about the size of the pair of 3 and the pair of 2 in my pocket, so you can stop saying it. I almost did that just so he'd stop saying that.
Yeah, no, that.
But I think it's hilarious. But
I think that you think that people would have a hard time imitating us. I think people would have an easy time imitating us because we have a thing that we say every time.
Yeah,
So
it's true.
if you have a thing that you always say, you don't have to actually be that good at the voice because you can kind of just say the thing like, "Bang, Neevesknives. My name is." I almost said Kara, and this is my lovely wife Jared. That's not right.
But but yeah, when you don't have that thing, that's
It's
when
harder.
it's tough.
Yeah, it's harder. If you were just imitating us like just us, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Patty.
Wee Patty from across the shop.
Then you got Steve, who's just so easy. You just gotta say balls, and that's it. That's a whole impression.
What's up, man? Gonna steal? Yeah, balls. Makarta. Yeah, I'm wondering where the hell Steve's at. He's actually showed up to the last 2 lives we've done, and
yeah, because he always does that one letter thing.
he must be
Like
scratching
100
his
comments.
balls. Bang.
I keep saying
I can imitate Ben Peterson. What is up?
Wait, is that Christina?
Yeah. Yep, that's her.
That was Eric that said you were 412, wasn't it? Wasn't that Eric that said?
Oh, Spirit Place.
Oh,
I thought he
my
came
God,
in.
dude.
I thought he came in.
You did that shit on purpose. You did it so on purpose, especially because your name starts with an S.
I was thinking, he's been
God.
listening this whole time.
Yeah, oh my goodness, that's too funny.
That is hilarious.
Oh my God.
Advanced Knife Bro. That's a hilarious channel. I like his channel. He has such dry humor, he'd be hard to imitate. I don't think I've ever tried him, but I could definitely do him.
Who, Steve?
No.
Oh,
I just Advanced Knife Bro.
what about Cedric and Ada? You can imitate his Randy.
I can imitate his Randy.
Yeah.
Advanced Knife Bro has some of the best videos. Yes, he does. Him and Pete. Because they both do like I said, he has such a dry humor. And then Cedric and Ada is just, it's so funny. Is the Benchmade Super Greek worth the money? Super Freak is I
would say personally no.
I would say if you're not if you don't really care about the G10, then you could just get a bench or the Griptilian. But if you're worried about the colors and the G10 and everything, then yeah. I mean, everybody seems to love it, so yeah, I think it's worth it. I mean, it's like somebody just said, it's the best offering price value wise. If you want those materials, then yes. But you could just go to Hogue and get a Hogue too and get the 20 CV with the G10, and it's basically got the same blade shape. I don't know though. Which one has better blade geometry? That's something I don't know about the two. But I think the Freak has better blade geometry than the Hogue RSK. The X5 is underrated. I haven't tried it, so I don't know. Buy a Tucson instead. There you go. Tucson's got some really cool knives coming out right now. Like they're starting to drop, and I've been trying to win this Jelly Jerry design, and I'm just not willing to pay what everybody else is willing to pay because it's 14C28N, which I love that steel, but I'm not willing to go over because I know what I can get them for, and I know if I bid right, I can get it really cheap. And everybody's paying like $120 for them, and it's like, man, I can't. Yeah, the TS 224. Exactly, and I'm trying to fucking get one, but it's not working out right now. Jelly Jerry just sent me today, in the DMs. He sent me this new Micarta knife that just dropped by him, and it's got a fuller too, so you can middle finger flick it, and it's a flipper, but it's a clip point blade, but it's kind of like a buoy clip point, and it's pretty big. I think Hawaii Knife and Gear would really like it. It's a big knife. It seems like a badass knife. It's not really my style of blade shape, just because it has a little too much belly, but it's still badass, and I still do like it.
Okay, guys, since we're getting to the point of wrapping up, I have one more question. Okay, it's going to be the last question. This is a bonus question. You didn't even know it was coming. What? It is a classic would you rather scenario.
Okay, last question, then we're going to head out.
Would you rather get shot in the kneecap or eat a piece of fresh dog shit?
Am I gonna die from the gunshot?
Shot in the kneecap.
Yeah, but you don't
No,
know
you're not
fucking
gonna die.
arteries and-
Either get shot in the kneecap or eat a piece of dog shit that's fresh.
How fresh? It's fresh?
Fresh.
That was my next question.
I said fresh the first time,
Did
too.
you?
Yeah.
I'm gonna see what everybody else says.
No, seems logical. No, neither isn't an option. You have to pick one. Oh, and the dog, if you guys want to know the breed, it is definitely a Neapolitan Mastiff.
That's a big fucking dog. It's
Yeah.
a big piece of shit.
You gotta
eat the whole
finish it.
thing?
You gotta finish it. Do you love how I already know what you're asking? As you're asking, I'm like, no, you gotta finish
I always
it.
got a lot of questions with the question. Fuck!
And I don't know if you guys have ever been shot before, but it burns. It's not just like, oh, let me get shot like the movies. Like, this is some serious,
I got shot in the eye.
searing,
Yeah, that's a story you guys don't know
burning,
about.
hot flesh burning pain. And it's your kneecap. Alright?
I got shot
Why
in
do
the
I
eye
have to
before.
be shot again? You don't. That's the beauty of it. You can just eat fresh dog shit.
Right,
So if you don't have to be shot.
I'll tell that story on the scary stories. I'll talk about one.
Okay,
I
and
got
for those
shot
of
in
you
the
who
eye.
have been shot, then you already know the pain. So I would love to hear your answer because then it's going to explain how great, dog shit's going to seem in that scenario. If you've been shot and you know how it
The
feels.
dog shit wouldn't last as long, but
You could wind up with a permanent injury from the shot. I'm not saying that. You're just not going to die.
the dog shit's definitely gonna be some.
Ooh,
some
what
mental
caliber
health
bullet?
issues.
We'll say let's go 22.
I didn't ask all the
Let's
questions.
go
did I?
22.
22.
We're
I'll
gonna
take.
go
I'll take the
22.
22 to the knee.
You'll take the 22
Fuck,
to
man,
the
that
knee?
thing would hurt so bad.
Hell
though.
yeah, it would.
Because oh my god.
No, it can't be not in the knee. It's in the knee.
Yeah, I
in the
know.
knee.
I wish you could just like lower it down just a little bit, and just get me in
No,
the
it's in
shin
the
or
knee.
something. I get some pretty hard shins.
22 is not easy just because it's a 22.
Yeah, fuck no. 22, that would hurt. Fuck, man, that would hurt.
Yeah.
It hurt bad.
Okay, so, yeah, the shin would be so
I took
bad.
a nail gun through the hand before.
You guys are all talking about how bad the bullet is, so I'm just going to assume you all are eating the dog shit then?
I was thinking it's more like a BMG, just take the whole kneecap
Stud
out.
fishing. Have you ever seen the Kaiser Apis? I don't know. I don't know what that is.
Man, this shit, man. And nobody would ever let it down either. Be like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's the guy who ate that shit I was telling you about.
Yeah, would you rather be the guy that's got shot in the knee or the dog shit guy?
Yeah, the guy who got shot in the knee would definitely be more honorable.
Stud fishing. This knife looks absolutely dope. This looks awesome.
Yeah, I don't remember this one.
It's a front flipper.
Oh, wow. I missed this.
It's new.
It's coming
soon.
soon. Okay.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's
stud
badass.
fishing.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen it now, thanks to you. And stud fishing. Are you eating shit or getting shot in the knee? Don't avoid my question.
See, I think the easiest would be a 45 or a 9. I almost agree because I'm wondering, like, how.
Camden, are
22
you
would
going
hit
to
the
get
knee.
Camden? We're asking a question right now. Would you rather get shot in the knee or have to eat a piece of dog poop? That's the question. Gotta make sure everyone's included here, okay? You guys are all avoiding the question.
I'm taking a shot. Yeah, they ain't fucking answering.
They're
They're
just
like,
giving me ha-ha-has, but you guys, I mean, some people are taking the shot, but I'm guessing the people who are taking the poop just aren't
answering
answering.
the question because they're eating shit and they don't
Yeah.
want to say they're eating
They
shit.
didn't wanna say.
Right.
It seems logical. Once again, neither isn't an option.
Spirited Blade.
So anyone who
Here.
says neither, I'm assuming is also taking the dog shit.
Might take the 22. Fuck! I know. I agree.
I'm gonna.
It's a cooler story for sure, right?
I think the pain from the unbearable puking I would be doing and the heaving from the dog shit and whatever else it might do to me. I'm not gonna say it's worse than the bullet.
No, it's definitely not worse.
But I think at least with the bullet, I may have so much adrenaline going through me and hopefully morphine soon thereafter that like I just don't think that I could eat the shit.
And
At
it's
least the
fresh.
bullet, I have no say in. You know what I mean?
I
Like,
want to ask a lot of
someone's gonna do it
questions,
to
but
me.
I think they're all irrelevant. Like I was gonna ask, like, so what's the dog's diet like? Do you have to? Do you
Cheese,
get water? Do you
all-
get water?
You can have water.
You can have water.
Or juice even, if you want. You can have a chaser.
I'm still taking the bullet just because it's a cooler story. But
The dog just eats a
what.
standard. He eats like that healthy, like blue dog food.
Ooh, that's bad, man. He's gonna shit healthy then. He's gonna shit healthy.
Real healthy. His poo is gonna come out like a log.
At 1,000
We're
yards.
not talking liquid shit. We're talking like a log.
It'd be like getting hit by a BB, Russ.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you know. Oh yeah. How close range is the shot?
I pictured right up close.
I mean, I was picturing point blank, but we can say maybe like 6 feet back. I mean, that's still pretty
point
much
blank.
point blank.
That's point blank.
But you know, 12 feet back.
It
maybe.
just met its highest velocity at 6 feet. I think that's more like probably like 20 feet. It probably does. I don't know.
Yeah.
Point blank, yeah, man, that would fucking suck.
I mean,
all right, guys,
yeah.
you guys got to come up with an answer right now, as we're about to get out.
Most people really said shot.
People started to leave after we started talking about eating dog shit.
Well, you know,
can't say that I blame them.
I gotta get people to start leaving because it's ending. That's how I do it.
Talking dog shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably just want it to go through and through.
Yeah, they do have that new that leg thing where you can jump higher. They got that thing where you don't even have to have a fucked up leg. You can put it on your legs and jump higher too.
That's cool. Well, you guys, I'm glad you got to ponder the philosophical questions tonight with us.
So Saturday will be a fun event.
Yeah.
We'll have the scary stories all picked out, and
you know what I really enjoyed about tonight's live, though, guys, is I got to learn that most of you would murder innocent workers on train tracks and eat dog shit. And to me, I just love knowing that about all of you. So we will end on that note, and we had a wonderful time. And now, here's the best part. Jared's going to stand up and horribly, awkwardly turn off his camera.
Dealing with a bunch of assholes. All right, guys.
All right.
Peace out.
Goodbye. You didn't say neither. Seems logical. Did not say neither. We're not going to end on that note.
He's eating shit.
I already said if anyone said neither, they clearly are eating shit. They just don't want to admit it.
Yeah, he's not only a piece of shit for killing the guy, he also eats shit.
Oh.
Live that one down right at the end of the live.